organization is we are employed, by Wharton Borough, and we believe that listening to our families is one of the most important things we can do. We do want to collaborate as a community because we know that we can grow together, and that really is the most authentic way to support every single child that comes through our doors. So your voice is very essential. This is a shared space. As I said, we're going to do a very brief presentation, and then really we want to hear from you. We want to hear your feedback.
In Wharton, we want to celebrate our teachers. We have a great retention rate here in Wharton in comparison to our specific region. It is excelling here in Wharton. And the reason being is we have a strong staff, strong community. I have many people, even residents that come up to me outside of school, specifically most recent as the 8th grade dance, and just reiterating how much they love it here. It's such a great community. And so many family members have stuck around and always say, hey, I went to school here. And, it's not only shows with the community, but it shows within our staff. The teachers have developed, and when they do stay, they develop stronger relationships with the students. Obviously, with their colleagues, they develop stronger relationships. There is continued growth in the instructional practices. We're able to continue to work and build upon their excellence within the educational setting. And it shows that they truly care and they're committed to ensuring the well-being of our students and just seeing them succeed.
So we know that we build strong learning programs, when teachers return year after year. So you're not trying to onboard and to teach teacher best practices each and every single year. So this year, our largest attrition factor was retirement. We had 5 retirements, teachers that retired, and had been lifelong teachers here, which really speaks to their commitment to our school, our community, and definitely our children. We only lost 1 teacher that was a 0.67 teacher, and she had aged out of her parents' insurance, and she was looking for a full-time position. For our retired teachers, we've already filled 2 positions, and they came through internal referrals, which speaks to, the teacher's commitment. Not only do they find it a great place to work, but they have also, invited their colleagues to come join the community that they've helped build and nurture here. We're going to talk a little bit about the mathematics program. Mr. Hazel will talk a little bit about EdGEMS, and I'll speak a little bit about to Eureka Math in K-5. Math, we know, is not just great, because of the engineering opportunities and so forth, but it is one of the most important skills you can develop, to teach logic and reason thinking. And so this year we adopted a new mathematics program. It's called Eureka Math. It's a program that's pretty spelled out for our teachers in K-5. And the reason we went with a program that is very granular and very specific is because there are some teachers that their background isn't necessarily math, and sometimes there's a little bit of hesitation. And so what this program offers is everything from how a lesson should take place, from the very beginning, the minute the child walks into the classroom, to how a teacher should assess, how they should differentiate in the classroom, and how they should go ahead and extend the learning beyond the classroom. We felt this program is aligned to the needs of both our students and our teachers. And if there's ever a sub in the classroom, you don't have to worry about them not teaching math that day, because this program is simplified enough that a teacher without a strong mathematics background can still deliver quality mathematics instruction.
When touching upon EdGEMS in grades 6 through 8, what led us here to EdGEMS is as humans, we reflect. That's things that we do. We reflect on how the day went, how the week, the month, the year. And that's things that we do as educators. We do that as not only as our educational practices, but also what we're delivering to the students. We used Envisions in the past, and we looked at the pros and cons, but we wanted to see if there's better and stronger options out there to provide to our students. EdGEMS just popped out to us in relation to things that specifically noted here within the presentation. But I spoke to some of my teachers and I said, what is it that really sticks out to you about that? I'm just looking off my notes here. Some teachers noted the format of it, just the overall layout is easier for the students to follow and even the staff. The integration of IXL, something that they use within the classroom to extend their learning, It's synced actually with the teacher's grade book, so it provides flexibility for that. It's editable for the teachers, so they could utilize the online workbooks for the students and edit those. And there's an approachable progression. So it's not we're starting out with the first lesson and go boom right into a test. There's a progression and leads them up to the assessment at the end. And also it offers a Spanish version. We do have a larger ELL population. So that will assist strongly with our ELL population. Again, noting everything that's here in the presentation, it is more hands-on visual learning. And there's clear progress and support at every level. There are, at the middle school, we do have advanced classes for math, and it does have programming that accommodates our advanced students as well.
Advanced programming is something you'll hear more about in the upcoming months. The other great thing about Eureka and EdGEMS isn't just a program. It's that our teachers have committed to taking professional development over the summer. So the middle school team, they're going to be back here next week to learn really about how to unpack the program so that when September comes, they are very familiar with the manipulatives, with the curriculum, and with everything that's contained within the program. We'll be planning the same thing. We haven't scheduled our Eureka math training for our lower school teachers, but that is up and coming as well. As far as our multi-language learners, which Mr. Hazler, spoke about just a couple seconds ago, maybe a minute ago, we do have a large ML population, multilingual learners. And so this year we had 2 teachers that piloted elevations, not only from a compliance standpoint, because it is a protected class of students, but also has a strong curriculum that goes with it. And so the 2 teachers that piloted the program will be turnkeying that program to the other English second language learning educators within our district. It does help teachers track language development. It helps teachers plan targeted instruction, and it promotes a lot of collaboration between the ESL teacher as well as the general education teacher. Mr. Hazler, I want to speak a little bit to the professional development.
So this summer we'll be offering multiple professional development opportunities for our staff. Obviously training in the new math program, which was just spoken about. Elevations was just spoken about as well. We have, as ESL teachers, we have 6 staff members, 7 or 8 when you're looking at piecemealing some teachers together. They do other things as well other than teaching ESL. We have a teacher that teaches Spanish. She comes in and works with a couple groups of students as well, as she's ESL certified. And we also have, again, teachers that are dual cert, so they work with students as well. Language arts, professional development, and writing and curriculum, that is coming in over the summer as well.
And the most important thing with our language arts professional development is we are going to teach students how to write across the curriculum. And the reason we do that is because we want to promote writing endurance. We want to promote rich vocabulary. So they're using proper science vocabulary, but held to the same writing standards, whether they're in science, social studies, or language arts. We don't want them to have certain expectations in language arts and then just be able to write however they want when they move into a different class. And we do believe that this promotes really good writing habits. The other thing is by incorporating these writing across the curriculum is that students, when they practice writing in social studies and in science, they get a lot more practice with reasoning, logic, and nonfiction writing, and it allows a lot more creative writing opportunities in language arts.
We have new leadership roles both at Duffy and McKinnon School. We are now bringing on assistant principals or vice principals here to help in the operation of all day-to-day matters. They help support the students and the staff. We're obviously having an increased focus on climate, culture, and instruction with these individuals. As assistant principals or vice principals, their role is to just come in and assist the principal with what they're doing and what their vision is, but also their input is greatly needed. At specific times, we as a principals bounce thoughts off of them. They discuss things back with us and also provide fresh ideas. I've been here for 5 years. I continue to go out and seek professional development opportunities. so we could advance everything that we're doing here at McKinnon. One of the strongest things with these assistant principal positions is their rapport that they're going to be able to build with the students. Not often, I'm not able to get out as often as I would like to get into the classrooms, and this will also help having two administrators in the same building pushing out into the classrooms. It will help across the board.
It'll also allow our school counselors to do a lot more climate and culture work just to make sure the wellness of our students, of our teachers, and our classrooms. And it eliminates a small conflict. A lot of times, if your guidance counselor is also the disciplinarian, then when the student that is vulnerable and might need additional support may not reach out to the school counselor because they see him more as a disciplinarian than an actual advocate and actual support for the student. So it also helps to streamline those roles and create the difference for students, so they know if they need to reach out to someone, they need additional support, they can go to the school counselor. Not that they couldn't go to the VP. We want to make sure that our students feel they can go to any adult in the building, but it does, create a little bit of a differentiation. As far as improving communication, we do know that, improving communication is important. And I've already heard a lot of feedback. And I have to be very transparent as someone who's worked in this role for the past 10 years. I don't think will ever find the exact balance that's going to work for everybody. But we are trying to consolidate our communication. We are launching a district app that ties to our website, which will, push notifications from. We're trying to do more things like we did this morning, in which we sent, a flyer directly to your phone versus through 3 different methods. And we're trying to improve the homeschool communication as much as possible. We think one of the apps, having a school-based app for teachers as well as administration, will be very beneficial. The district app is also available to translate text information in 80 languages, so teachers can communicate with basically any family that they're servicing in their classroom. And now everyone's able to unmute. We really want to hear from you. What are your hopes for our schools? What can we improve on? What questions do you have for us? Regina, you can unmute and just go ahead and ask your question.
Great, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So I just want to clarify, at this point, you are thinking of